Morning, everyone, and let's start our today's Abhidhamma study by paying homage to the Buddha. Let's recite Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, welcome to Abhidhamma lesson 41. In this lesson, we're going to study about the process of death and rebirth as the lesson of chapter 5, and also this will be the final lesson for this year. We will continue our remaining lesson in the next year. So we will finish up to chapter 5. And this year, hopefully we can finish all the chapter of Abhidhamma Sangha up to the Kammatthana Sangha. So in this lesson, regarding about the process of death and rebirth, we will talk about the death, which is essential factors of life, but it is the cutting off the life faculty. So the beings are living depends on the life faculties. As you know, the life faculty, one is the mental factors. So mental factor, Jivitindriya, Cetasika, and the other is life faculty, materialities. So two types of life faculty, Jivitindriya, that beings are living on these life faculty on. So because the life faculty make the associated mental factor and the accompanying materialities to be living. So they support by the living force to others, other ultimate reality. So cutting off the life faculty means stopping the living. So it is death. This is one of the mind movements. So that refers to the mind movement here. So Chutti Chitta, which is the less mind movement of any life. And we will study about that death, and also as long as we have the karmic potency to produce a new life, we were reborn in any life. So after death, there will be any rebirth, except the Arahat. We all will be reborn according to our karma. So if we talk about death, we have to talk about the rebirth as well. So we will continue another aspect. So there we will find there are four causes of death. So how the death comes in our happen in our life. There are four causes. We will study 4 causes of death, and also in this lesson we will study about the sign at the time of death. About this signs of at the time of death we have already discussed in the chapter 3. Chapter 3 about talking about the object of the Vichimutta Chitta, the process-free or door-free consciousness. In the chapter 3 we have already studied, and we will repeat it as it is mentioned in this chapter. And the mind at the time of death. So many people are interested in this text, what happened at the time of death or near that moment, and how it's supposed to new life, because we all want to be reborn in the then death and rebirth linking. So how it happened, that rebirth linking after death. So then also, as Abhidhamma Sangha mentioned, some rebirth after death. So specific rebirth after death, we will find the possibility. So if someone died in some situation, and how he can reborn, in which place, and karma and rebirth. So rebirth cannot be happen without the karma. So karma produce rebirth. So we have to know the connection between the karma and rebirth. Okay, so now let's start from the four causes of death. So what are the causes of death? And the first one, Abhidhamma Sangha mentioned that ayukaya marana. So ayukayina, that can happen through the expiration of lifespan. So lifespan here, ayu usually refers to the ayu. In other case, it refers to the life faculties. Life faculty is someone cut off the ayu, it refers to the life faculty. But here, in this case, the word ayu refers to lifespan of the realms where the being was born. So for us, the lifespan of human realms in this time, in this period of time. So how many years is lifespan of our human realm in this time? We have to know. And if we die, if someone dying, according to the maximum lifespan, although his productive gamma potency is still have the potency to produce the results, but due to the expiration of lifespan, if a person dies, that types of death is called the ayukaya marana, due to of lifespan. And for other person, they die before reaching to the maximum end. So for some existence where the lifespan is bounded by a definite limit, like Chatu Maharajika, etc. For the Deva realms and Brahma realms, they have the specific limitation of the lifespan. But for the human realm, we don't have the specific maximum amount. Sometimes it's going down and sometimes it's going up after the of the gamma. This is the gamma nimitta, which is called the counterpart sign, but it can be sublime state of the concept. As we have studied in the former lesson, the object of the immaterial sphere consciousness, sometimes it is sublime consciousness, and sometimes the concept. So you can review in this lesson. So here, this mentioned in the page number 223 and 24 of the comprehensive manual or Abhidhamma. You can check there. And so let's continue about the mind at the time of death. So here, the death consciousness at the time of death is the Chuti Chitta. That is the last moment of present life, and also the stream of consciousness. So here we need to identify what we say the Chuti Chitta is the precise moment, and the stream of the consciousness continually flows. It refers to the near death moment. So heading to the death moment, the continually flowing, inclining mostly toward that state, toward the death moment. So near death moment, there arise the specific mental process that is called the Maranasana Vitti. So today we are going to study that Maranasana Vitti, and it includes the Patisandhi of the net existence too. So here, the Maranasana Vitti, the stream of consciousness just before the death, which is called the Maranasana Vitti, must have the two types of the conformity to two. That is, one thing is in accordance with the gamma. So it must conform to the gamma that is to be mature. Mature means to give it is result of the rebirth linking of net existence. So must conform to the gamma, which is going to give the result as rebirth. Whether it's pure or correct, the pure gamma, which can give rise the rebirth in the blissful existence, and corrupt gamma, which can give rise the rebirth in the woeful state. So it doesn't matter whether it is pure or corrupted, but the stream of consciousness need to conform with the gamma, that Janaka gamma, and also in conformity with the state into which one is to be reborn. So that is rebirth. It's so the gamma and rebirth. So in accordance with the rebirth in next existence. So this stream of existence just before the death moment, it is heading to and also conforming by two aspects, two mental states. One is the gamma and one is the rebirth in next existence. At the time, the productive gamma in the next existence. So the present itself. So this rebirth productive gamma means the next existence rebirth will be produced by that gamma. That gamma, so this is that gamma. That gamma appear during the moment or stream of consciousness near that moment, Maranasana Vitti. It appear, that gamma appear itself or in a way of renewing. Renewing means there, like it will happen at the very moment. So, for example, if the gamma of the offering robe to the monks, or offering offering robe to the monk is going to take place, going to produce its result as the rebirth of net existence. at that time, before that person died, in his door, sometimes the monks or the robe or the appearance he is offering, that action or that form is appearing. He is seeing that, although maybe the relatives and the doctors and medical instruments are around him, but he cannot see that. And the Kamma shows the sign near that moment in the stream of consciousness, near that moment. That time he sees as if it is really he is performing that. Then he died and he reborn by the Kamma of in the good destiny. And in this way, so it appears as if it was being done at the very moment. So like he is doing at the time, at the precise moment of the near death moment. So we have to understand a near death moment, it is not related to the how to say the present influence. Sometimes when the Kamma work, Krodhatic Kamma work by that way. Sometimes you know that if the Kamma is not that powerful and we just follow the present situation and we listen on the some things from the how to say the relatives, etc., and then we are a feeling, or we are our stream of consciousness is happening following that object. Then the death comes. At that time, you know, the object can be the causes of the nature is how to say they're much careful about the near-death moment. If a person is, you know, the severely sick, it seems near-death moment, we have to care about him and to show the good sign and a good object to him, which can be helpful for the next existence for good rewards. Okay, so this is the death moment and near-death moment. Here, the stream of consciousness refers to the near-death moment. Okay, so when the death moment, after the near-death moment process, at the end of that, the death moment, Tuticita will happen, and that also arises and cease. With the season of the death consciousness, so what happened to that person, that individual, the life faculty cut off, okay, for his death. Then the body, his body remain, the physical body will remain as a mass of inanimate material phenomena. So the remaining body, that body is the inanimate material, only the materiality, group of materiality. So that is the materialities are born of temperature. So temperature born materiality will remain and continue as just until the corpse related to the dust. So still it is rotten and then combined with the dust going into the ground. The later, and if he was, you know, the burn off and then going to the ashes and combined with the dust and to the ground. This is what happened to the human being. What happened to the beings in the human realms. But for the Deva realms, when the life faculty cut off, their bodies also disappear. So there's no remaining body for the Deva. For the human realms, we have the remaining bodies. That is only the temperature born matter, like inanimate things. So we have to understand what happened after death also, that moment and after death. Only the material phenomena born of temperature remain. Then, so the process of death and rebirth linking. Okay, so here the moment of death consciousness is called chitta. Okay, that arise. So when cognitive process, as I said, the stream of consciousness, which is called the Maranasana Viti, happen just moment. So after that process, sometimes if it end with the registration, after registration, if it end with Javana, after Javana, the Judichita, the last moment arise. And also sometimes at the dissolution of the life continuum, so the process of near-death moment, Maranasana Viti, happen. Then after that, the life Then the Dvihetuka Omega, the inferior wholesome, lower class of the double rooted wholesome, can produce the Ahetuka Pradisandhi. Ahetuka Pradisandhi, the wholesome resultant investigate, because this is the wholesome still, although it is inferior double rooted, but still wholesome. That is why the wholesome resultant investigating consciousness accompanied by equanimity. So this is the relationship between the karma, the sense sphere karma and rebirth, sense sphere rebirth. Now we have to continue to the, before continue to the suffering rebirth. There are some teachers about the saying of the some teacher. Some teachers say the unprompted karma do not produce the prompted result, and also the prompted karma do not produce the unprompted. So this superior, inferior, we can classify the asankharika and sasankharika. So according to some teacher, the literature say the group of the kg, by the word kg. For the some teacher, according to some teacher, it must be the cause and result must be equivalent in the class of the asankharika and sasankharika. It's narrowed down, but the widely accepted is not classified by that way. Okay, so if you are asked a teacher in the Abhidhamma Sangha, you need to identify to make sure that the prompted and unprompted and unprompted in this way. It's not difficult. Let's continue about the sensual plane of existence. Here also we can, but this is not difficult as I mentioned in the slides. So superior wholesome karma and Dvihetuka Pradisandhi, inferior triple rooted and superior double rooted produce the Dvihetuka Pradisandhi. Here the resultant dissociated from knowledge, only two rooters, and double rooted inferior is produce the Sugati Ahetuka. And here 11 unwholesome karma produce Apaya Pradisandhi. So this slide cover all the sensual karma and rebirth. Okay, so let's continue about the sublime karma and sublime resultant. Also here, from the bottom of the table, the first jhana, if the person develop first jhana in three level, yeah, the limited degree, medium degree, and superior degree. So if he develops jhana to the limited degree, he will reborn in the Brahma's retinue, Brahma Parisaja, etc. And although they differ in the class of the beings, but the resultant consciousness is the same. The first jhana resultant consciousness. So whenever we count the consciousness, then we count the karma, and also for the araha, we call the functional. But we'll put aside the sublime resultant. We didn't talk about when it happened. Here, at the moment of rebirth consciousness in the Brahma world, the sublime resultant consciousness take place, and they perform their function of rebirth there in that Brahma world. According to the level, it can different the types of Brahma, but they share the same resultant consciousness as their rebirth. Then, if someone practice up to the attainment of second jhana and third jhana in the three level, he will reborn in the second jhana realm as a Brahma, and there also their Pradisandhi consciousness is second jhana resultant. They share the same second jhana resultant. Although one develop up to the third jhana level, their Pradisandhi will be second jhana in the next existence. And if one practice up to the fourth jhana level in three grades, he will reborn in the a third jhana realms, but not to the full jhana realm. Already explained about that. And third jhana resultant will be their rebirth consciousness. And if one practice up to the level of fifth jhana, normally he will reborn in the gods of great river realms by the consciousness of fourth jhana resultant. This is fourth jhana realm. There's no fifth jhana realm. Then if he practice vipassana up to the non-returnal level and combining with the power of the fifth jhana, he will reborn in the five pure abodes, any of five pure abodes. And there in lesson 2, explain the five pure abodes. And if the individual fifth jhana level, and also he combined with the mandate situation, dispassion toward the perception. So dispassion towards the perception, sanya viraga. By that power, by the combination of these two power, he will reborn in non-percipient being. The noble person never reborn there in non-percipient. So they are only the ordinary person. He reborn there as a being. Those belong to only the process for the whole life of 500 eons. Okay, so that is the sublime consciousness. So for the immaterial plane of existence and immaterial karma are very easier. For the past immaterial karma that were produced in the first immaterial rebirth, there in the first immaterial realm. In the same way, the respective, all four immaterial karma will produce the respective rebirth in respective existence. So we don't need to repeat it again. So let's continue to the conclusion of chapter 4 and 5. Here, it is said that Jat as here. Jat here means in this existence, we see we were born and we live here and then we going to die according to the lifespan. And Jaras here, so again in the next existence, you can read these passages in the Abhidhamma Sangha Comprehensive Manual of Abhidhamma in 229. There. So again in the next existence, as long as we have the craving and ignorance, we were reborn in the next existence. There arise rebirth linking consciousness, Buddhisandi, life continuum, Bhavanga. And also during the lifetime, the cognitive process, only this and the life end with death consciousness. This is, the brief history of the life from the ultimate sense. So talking about here and also next existence, the same, we will repeat it. The history will repeat it, starting from rebirth linking, life continuum, cognitive process, and end with death. This is how it happened. Then again with rebirth. So next existence also with rebirth, life continuum. And the stream of consciousness turn around in this cycle of rebirth. This is how we all beings are running around the samsara. Then what about if we escape, trying to escape from the samsara? We must be the wise person, disciplining themselves long. So training, physical discipline and verbal discipline at the beginning. After that training, the mental training also. Then he developing mental ability, promoting the power of understanding. He understand the impermanence of life. This is the vipassana, and realize the deathlessness. So this is the mecca. The deathlessness refers to the nibbana. the state of Nibbana. So understanding impermanent through the impermanent, suffering, no sorrow, and continue to the supramundane level by the experience the deathless state of Nibbana. At the same time, completely cutting off the fetters of attachment, sayojana, and attain ultimate peace. This is cutting off the round of the